hot in here.
Woo! Must be these crazy deals. Well said, Tom. We have a collectible for you. This is exciting. There's a couple. I just want to get serious for a second because this is Marvel. Marvel collaborated with Invicta back in 2017, and this bolt, this 50-millimeter bolt design and execution, was the first Marvel collaboration with Invicta, and we have what is the final quantities. Remember, every Marvel collaboration is a numbered limited edition. So at some point, that's going to be all that we can make because the numbered limited edition has run out. And this is it. On Spider-Man, we're bringing it down to the lowest price ever. We are blowing it out, and it's a piece of history because it was the very first collab piece with Marvel and Invicta back in October of 2017, and this is a final quantity. Now, this is down to $129.99. That saves you 67% off, and when we do once-onlys, it's the lowest price ever on air. It will never be lower. And there are 76 reviews online making this a customer fave, but here's the kicker. Well, that's good. Thanks for finding that footage, guys. Everyone else who rated this highly paid a higher price.
Yeah.
So even at a higher price, this is a scoop.
Collectors love it.
$21.67 on value pay. I'm going to have Ryan put it on for you. Isn't Spider-Man the #1 comic character from Marvel?
It's a #1. Yes, it's #1 in Marvel over history in terms of just everything that's in terms of like sales and everything like that. I mean, you have the movies, you have all the action figures, and all the correspondence that goes along. And so here's the thing: is I mean, this is. And even, I believe, if I remember correctly, my boss and Justin's boss, ALL, the CEO of the Invicta Watch Group, his favorite character, Spider-Man. He remembers growing up with him, and just as I do too.
Wonder.
And so you'll be able to see the web crawler here, just going around with this spider web. And what's really cool too is you see the spider, you see his mask down at the very bottom of the dial at that 6 o'clock position with the spider web on the inside. But then the spider web actually is casted out through the entire dial of this timepiece. And being part of the Bolt collection, we do have that cable design that goes around for the bezel and the stationary bezel of the timepiece. So you see the dark blues and the blacks and the reds that all go along with Spider-Man, his colors. But here's the thing too. This is a numbered limited edition. As you'll see on the case back here, that Marvel and Invicta partnership that you'll find with this watch. And you'll see right here, 005 out of 3,000 that will ever be made for this particular watch. So there's a great heft that goes along with the timepiece because we're talking about that solid case, the solid link design that goes all the way around. And again, just brilliant finishes. And I want to explain something really quick. I know we have we have a few more minutes left. There's a thing that goes with this watch is that we just don't talk to Marvel and kind of be like, hey, Marvel, you know what? We're going to do some watches, and you know what? We're just going to send them out there, fist bump.
Yeah, no.
It's not like that. And
Marvel's like, who are you?
Yeah, well, we're Invicta.
And then they say, oh, okay.
Yeah. And well, the thing is, it's not the easiest thing to get the licensing agreement that goes along with these watches. So we have to work at that, and then we send over some renderings. First of all, Marvel comes back and they say, well, we want to change this, or there's maybe not that much change. We love the design, but there's always that working that goes along. And then finally, when we get something agreed to with renderings, then we create a few production samples, about 5 of them. Send them over, get the final approval from Marvel, and once they do, boom, goes in the production line, and we're off to go, months and months later until something like this can be developed.
It's just so well made. Wait until you feel it. It's the knurling that's on each one of the links. It's the heft. It's the solidness. The way that the tolerances are done with all the different details with the Spider-Man logo and the Spider-Man kind of imagery that's put on the dial. Everything about it's done to perfection. You do get the Marvel limited edition packaging. And what we have for Spider-Man is the final quantity. We will not be able to remake this because it is a limited edition run. Each one has its own number. This is a true collectible, Ryan, because this was the very first execution that you guys did in your Marvel collaboration.
Well, we were in Mexico. One Glove Jeff was there. It was back last year, 2017, when we were in Mexico, October. And I'm sure Jeff remembers this this watch out there when we had the big launch of Marvel. It was Kendi and AL were on the beach, and it was just I remember standing there with Lynn and everybody else, and just I mean, we sold a lot of watches, and it was a huge announcement there. We're extremely proud to be able to have this partnership with Marvel and to be able to have these exceptional timepieces because Marvel has this high level of integrity, just as we do. And we're able to work together, and we're still to collaborate together and deliver to you just a brilliant timepiece here, still at an affordable price that you see just right off to the side of the screen here. So and if Fatima says these aren't coming back, then you know what? These aren't coming back.
Lowest price out. We're literally like blowing it out.
Yeah. Tonight is your night to order, to get into the most successful character in Marvel's franchise history, to get into that premier timepiece that we had just over a year ago when we launched the Invicta and also the Marvel partnership that goes along. And you get Spider-Man on the inside. I mean, how cool is that to have these unique colors out there, to be able to have it in such a quality timepiece? Been reviewed by many, many other customers before, is a top customer choice at the network. I mean, there is nothing, there's no hesitation if you like this even the least bit to go ahead with your order.
150, not even. Fewer than 150 left forever. Forever, ever. This is it, the final quantity. And when we do numbered limited editions, you can't make more than the numbers on the run. That's it. There can only be one, you know, number 502 out of, what is this one? 3,000.
Yep.
Ever. So we're down to the final quantity, 140 units now, and the price is lower than ever. Everybody who wrote those glowing 5-star reviews, making this a customer choice, paid more.
And still, they got a great value when they paid more
and they loved it.
for this timepiece, and they love it. And so you're getting just an extraordinary opportunity tonight to be able to get into the final quantities that we have here at the network for this brilliant timepiece out there that really was part of the debut that kicked off the entire Marvel and Invicta partnership here that we just truly cherish and that we totally embrace with Marvel. And it's fun, too. Just to see all the Marvel movies that are coming out. I mean, every Marvel movie that's coming out is just box office smash hits.
Oh my! Who saw Aquaman? Who saw? Did you see it?
Yep, I saw that yesterday.
Did you really? What did you think?
Yeah, I saw it because it was a great movie.
I wanted to see that. I don't know. I was telling Justin the other day. My girlfriend and I went to see the chick flick, The Second Chance, or some Jennifer Lopez new movie.
Okay.
We kind of walked out going, I think we should have gone to Aquaman. Great movies, though. Great movies. Hey, listen, are your spidey senses tingling? They should be, because customer-rated, historic, collectible piece, available, blowout price, lower than ever. That's what once only means. We'll never have it lower on air. And shortly after the show, price goes back up.
That's it.
Have you ever been on the Spider-Man ride down at Universal Studios in Florida?
Have not.
Oh my gosh,
I would love
it's
to,
so
though.
much fun.
Right, I would love to.
It's like you get in the, have you heard about it?
Yes.
Yeah, so like water sprays at you and...
It'd be fun. I mean, it'd be great. It's been a number of years since I've been down to that part for everything. But yeah, I'd love to be able to go through all that again.
My favorite is the Hulk ride. Have you been on the Hulk ride down there?
Have not.
You know what they do on the Hulk ride?
I don't actually.
It's so cool. Okay, so you sit and it's like a normal roller coaster. There's a lot of twists and turns and all that, but you sit in the seat, and then as you're going up the first big hill, that's always the biggest drop, and then you know it's slow and click, 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 right, and then you get to the top. Well, about a third of the way up, it shoots you up the rest of the way.
Oh, okay.
So instead of taking you up slowly, you're going up and you're talking to your buddy and you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun. Whoa! And then it's like,
oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So, well, that's part of it too. And if you want to check out all the different partnerships that we have, you know, with Marvel, just go to Evine's website, and at the very top, just type in Invicta Marvel, and you'll find a plethora of the different watches that we have made available.
Good tip. We do have some Hulk pieces too. If you love that ride like I do, Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk, we got them. Okay, once only price. That was 647-386.